I've been to so many places, big places where they sell yarn, but when I visited this store, I knew I had to meet the owner. See, Lady Ann loves to knit, but she struggled to find a place to practice her art. She wanted a place that fit her voice, and she wanted a change. And that's when she decided to open up her own shop. Which got me thinking, why choose to open up a small yarn shop being surrounded by so many large arts and crafts stores? What's it like being a little fish in such a big ocean?
So let's take the needle, put it through this loop, and then you're going to want to just tighten up that knot. And this counts as your first stitch. Now here's the motion. You're going to bring it up the thumb, follow down the finger on the inside of that loop. Now take this loop with your thumb and drop it over the top and let go of this hand. That's stitch number 2. You did it, you did it. All right.
But if you could tell me, just take me back a little bit.
Yeah.
When did you open this store and why did you choose this location?
So Sherry and I were riding around in the car, and there are lots of wonderful yarn shops in our area, but I wanted a space that felt like an art studio. I wanted to be in a yarn shop where I felt like it was creative and fun and kind of a little zany and, really inspiring. And so we thought, wow, why don't we create that thing that we're looking for? So that was late 2015, and then we came across this, and the space had nothing in it. There was gravel on the floor, no walls, nothing. There was no electrical, no plumbing, nothing. And so we knew it was going to be a crazy journey, but we thought, oh, this is the space.
You're telling me that, but were there any initial struggles
to get it open?
Just to get it up
well,
and
yeah,
running.
So the first location we looked at, go for it. You're like, I can't keep my hands off of it. So I guess to answer your question, getting to this location is kind of like what you're doing now. Like you start to try, and that first location we were like, oh, it didn't work, and that stitch slipped off the needle. I'm like, oh, dang it, what do we do now? So we went at it again. My mom and dad came to the opening, and her family came to the opening. This was a huge family thing.
And you've seen the same people. Are they able to call you by name when they walk in the door?
Oh,
and
yeah,
say, hey, Lady Ann,
absolutely. And where's Sherry? How come she's not here tonight? I'm like, she's okay. She'll be here next week. Just no riots. Just calm down. She'll be here soon.
So you've come from farming, landscaping. And I was talking to Lady Ann about this earlier. That's drastically different from here. So tell me, what's the experience from your point of view?
This is a much cleaner environment.
Makes sense.
Yeah, much cleaner.
And there's no tractor to hot wire here.
No tractor. The heat and humidity is outside, which is good. As far as the business part of it goes, it's pretty much comparing apples to apples. That's the good thing. The challenge for me is I'm not a talented knitter like Lady Ann, or a talented crocheter. I did grow up in a family, they knitted and crocheted. It's not my cup of tea, and I don't have a problem saying that and sharing that with customers. I enjoy more of the bigger, bulkier type crafts, so to speak, like making the shelves and making the cash wrap and not necessarily small things like this because it's too tedious for me. I don't necessarily enjoy it.
Sounds like everything is going well.
Yeah.
So tell me, how has business been in general?
It's been incredible. Of course, we're in business to sell yarn and to sell knitting products and crochet products, but at the end of the day, what really makes this place matter is when people come through the door. I kind of joke that this is a combination of a yarn shop, a therapist's office, and a bar, because at any given time, people will come in and they're very open and they share, what's going on with them. Hey, guess what happened to me? It's great. Or, hey, you're not going to believe what happened. And they're excited. They're learning something new. They're helping somebody else out. And then, they work it out with the yarn.
You were talking about giving back. I believe at one point you told me about your knitted knockers.
Yes.
Could you kind of tell me about that?
Yes. Knitted knockers are prosthetic breasts. So when people have had breast cancer and they've had mastectomies, either a complete mastectomy or a single removal, then they can use these instead of the silicone. It's apparently a lot more comfortable. So if you go buy prostheses, they are, everything that I've been told is they're very hot, you get very sweaty, they're very heavy. So these are actually knitted or crocheted. These are all knitted, but you can knit or crochet them. We have a group of volunteers through Sherry's organization that's going to come and stuff them if they're not already stuffed. And then they will go to the cancer center where they'll be distributed. And actually, the most awesome thing that's happened is all 11 yarn shops in the Charlotte area will participate, and they've all agreed to be a part of filling the Pink Lady fire truck with knitted knockers.
Nice. Okay. I mean, you were kind of touching on like your partners in the community. Who else do you usually? What's your community outreach like?
So our big focus has 3 components. So knitted knockers, obviously, that's a national organization, and we're tied in with the nonprofit that teaches visual performing and other arts to middle and high school students. So that's one. And then Sherry, my co-owner, is with a volunteer organization that's part of United Way in Charlotte. And they basically match individual, family, and corporate volunteers with opportunities to volunteer. So every time we do something, we try to remember what really matters.
As a business owner, or just, with your practice in general, is there anything that you are hoping to overcome, or?
That's a good question. So, well, as with any new business, getting the word out is a challenge. So, we feel really fortunate because word of mouth has been awesome. But we do have people come in every day and say, wow, I didn't know you were here. And so, making sure that people know we're here, that's definitely something that we're focused on. Also making sure that we're offering the classes and the products and the services that our customers want. Every customer base at every shop is slightly different. And so, we want to make sure that we're responsive to that. So those are really the biggest things, I think.
Do you guys have any plans to maybe expand, or do you have an online shop?
Take over the world, yeah. No, we do have an online, the Yarnpire. We do have, that's what we call it. We're yarn entrepreneurs.
I like that.
So there's that sense of humor again. But we do have an online store, and we just want to continue to grow that and reach as many people as we can. We have lots of travelers that come here too, by the way, so that's part of that.
But you don't foresee like another location elsewhere, like in Charlotte,
like
maybe?
50 places to serve you in the Charlotte area? No, probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, probably not.
Yep.
Not today.
Not in Charlotte.
Today.
Yes.
Okay. Lady Ann's success isn't defined by how much yarn she sells, but by giving her customers an experience they can't find anywhere else.
I think at the end of the day, the brilliance of small business is if the owner is thriving, the business will thrive. And vice versa. If you don't love what you do, and if you aren't excited about it every day, even if it is the most craptacular day ever, then you're not where you need to be.
She wants her guests to walk through the doors of CheersTo with comfort, as if it's their second home, a place where they can relax, share their life stories, and hone their craft.
For us, having this business is an awesome, awesome ride. I mean, that's like to get up in the morning and be like, yes, I'm like, wow, I can't wait to get out of the house. I'm ready to go to work. That's amazing. I mean, life is very short, and you should be able to enjoy what you do and enjoy the people you do it with. And we get that blessing every single day.
For Lady Ann, it's about getting her customers to become a part of her community.
This is about connecting with people, and I guess that's the other reason being a little fish is great, because you really have the chance to have that one-on-one interaction with people that you might not otherwise have in a large store.
Hi everyone, thanks for watching these first few episodes of Little Fish. We love having the chance to share with you stories of small business owners, and we already have many more on the way. Remember to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell to make sure you don't miss an episode. Also, take a moment to like our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter, and you'll never miss a thing. Just follow the links below.